Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, your host on Intellect Digest, and if you are in the market to buy a flagship device, this video will be very helpful for you. We are going to compare most important flagships in the market today, including the iPhone 6, Galaxy S6, S6 Edge, HTC One M9 Plus, and LG G4. Let's get started. I'll start with the design, and the iPhone 6 gets a metal as well as glass design. The back is made up of anodized aluminium metal. It's a familiar design with rounded edges and looks nice as well as sleek. It does not look as rich as some of the other competitors. Next, I'll talk about the Galaxy S6, which is made up of a strong metallic frame which is fairly sturdy and uses glass as front as well as back. It is dual Gorilla Glass 4 design, which makes it strong as well as sturdy from both front as well as back. It looks much more premium and stylish compared to the iPhone 6. The Galaxy S6 Edge looks even better than the S6 when it comes to glamour quotient, but it comes with slimmer edges. Because there is edge screen on both sides, there is less metal to grab onto, which may look more appealing visually, but in terms of design, it makes the phone slightly weaker as well. Next, I'll talk about the HTC One M9 Plus, which is the most impressive build among the flagships and is made up of large blocks of metal which are machined nicely, and the finish here is like a luxury jewelry piece. It is made up of high strength metal as well as glass material and looks nicest of the lot. Closely followed is the LG G4, which has its unique design language. It comes with buttons at the rear below the camera module. It comes with a very slim design and has largest of the display but still feels sleekest of the lot. It is nicely designed. It uses Gorilla Glass at front, some metal rims around the sides, and the back comes in leather, plastic and metal plastic options. So there are plenty of back options to choose from, and this is the only phone in the series which has a removable back. So if I have to rate the phones on design, I'll rate the HTC One M9 Plus on top, closely followed by the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, followed by the S6, then followed by LG G4 and the iPhone 6, which is the least stylish in my opinion. Now let's talk about display, which is another important factor. Among all these phones, iPhone 6 comes with the smallest display with a 4.7 inch, and the display resolution is also the least with 1334 by 750, which is very close to high definition. All other displays come with Quad HD 1440 by 2560 display resolution, which is much higher compared to the iPhone 6. The S6 and S6 Edge both come with 5.1 inch displays. The Samsung Galaxy S6 gets edged curves on both the sides of the phone, which makes it look not only different but very intuitive to use when you are using applications which swipe from the sides for menus. The HTC One M9 Plus gets a 5.2 inch Super LCD display, which is also Quad HD, and the LG G4 gets a 5.5 inch, which is the largest of the lot, but still it comes with the smallest size among all these phones when it comes to overall screen to body ratio. It's the best with the LG G4. Looking at the display quality, the Super AMOLED display on the Samsung Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge look to be best saturated compared to other displays, closely followed by LG G4, HTC One M9 Plus and iPhone 6, which all have equally comparable and good quality displays. So if I have to rate the phones on the basis of their display, I think Samsung Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge come on top, closely followed by the HTC One M9 Plus and LG G4, and iPhone 6 with the smallest and lowest resolution display is at the last. Next feature that I'm gonna talk about is the camera. Let's start with the rear camera. On iPhone 6, there is an 8 megapixel rear camera which is capable of recording in slow motion, high motion videos. It also supports HDR, but it does not support 4K video recording, and there is no optical image stabilization on iPhone 6. The Galaxy S6 gets 16 megapixel camera with optical image stabilization, and the S6 and S6 Edge both have identical cameras at the rear. They are both capable of live HDR, taking slow motion as well as fast motion pictures, and they are both capable of recording 4K videos. There are multiple modes provided on the interface, including the manual modes. The HTC One M9 Plus is the most interesting when it comes to cameras. It comes with highest resolution sensor, which is 20 megapixel, and there is a depth sensor which is a 2.1 megapixel camera sensor which senses the depth of the field, and it can allow you to focus later on after taking the pictures. This is the duo that we saw on the HTC One M8 for the first time. It gives you some very cool effects that you can do with the rear camera, but it does not come with optical image stabilization. The LG G4 camera is a 16 megapixel shooter which comes with laser autofocus, which is a fast autofocus technology, and there is a black colored sensor near the camera on the rear which helps to focus really fast. It comes with 4K video recording capabilities as well as slow motion video recording capabilities. I find the S6, S6 Edge and LG G4 to be very comparable and very close and on top of the lot. HTC One M9 Plus is also very impressive and interesting, and the last in the line is the iPhone 6 with the 8 megapixel shooter, which is good in absolute terms, but compared to the other competitors that we are comparing here, the iPhone 6 slightly lags. Talking about the front facing cameras, the highest resolution camera is found on the LG G4 with 8 megapixel camera which can also shoot in full high definition videos. The HTC One M9 gets the ultra pixel 4 megapixel camera which comes with the largest sensor size, and it also supports HDR with the front facing camera. This can also record full high definition videos. Both S6 and S6 Edge get a 5 megapixel front facing camera which can shoot in up to 1440p or 2K. And the least resolution of the lot is with the iPhone 6 with 1.2 megapixel, but it can shoot with HDR and it can also record 720p videos. So if you are a selfie lover, the best one would be either Samsung Galaxy S6, S6 Edge or HTC One M9 Plus. They both come with very good quality front facing cameras. The LG G4 is very close as well with 8 megapixel camera, and the least powerful here is the iPhone 6 with the 1.2 megapixel camera. After cameras, let's talk about multitasking capabilities. iOS on iPhone 6 provides smooth application switching. It can keep applications in the background in a very optimized state, and the application switching is very smooth. The other phones with Android also support multitasking, but the S6 and S6 Edge are the best of the lot with the best possible multitasking combination. You can use split screen multitasking, you can have multi-window multitasking in which you can have flying windows, as well as you can reduce your favorite applications to icons which will stay on the screen and you can switch to them anytime. The LG G4 also supports flying window application switching, which is native to Android Lollipop, but it also gives you dual window multitasking, which is a subset of what Samsung Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge offer you. And the HTC One M9 Plus also comes with basic Android multitasking, but does not give you any flying window or split windows. So if I have to rate these phones on the basis of their multitasking capabilities, the best are the Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge, followed by the LG G4, then followed by HTC One M9 and iPhone 6, which are equally good. When it comes to OS and software experience, these phones are very different from each other. The iPhone 6 uses iOS, which is different from all other 4 phones, while the S6 and S6 Edge both run Android Lollipop, and there is TouchWiz UI on top of it. The HTC One M9 Plus uses the Sense UI, the latest version of Sense with Blink Feed, and the LG G4 also uses Android Lollipop 5.1 with LG's own custom skin. But I prefer using Galaxy S6 or LG G4 because of their most intuitive UI. Another feature which is getting very popular these days in the flagship phones is the Touch ID sensor or fingerprint unlocking. There is best fingerprint unlocking on the iPhone 6, and it is undoubtedly the best experience that I have seen on any flagship smartphone. It is closely followed by the HTC One M9 Plus and Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge, while this feature is altogether missing on the LG G4. Comparing the hardware specifications and features, the Apple iPhone 6 uses the least powerful chipsets, which is a 1.4 GHz dual-core chip and uses only 1 GB of RAM. The Samsung Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge both use Exynos octa-core chipset, which is 7420 chip, and they both have 3 GB of RAM. The HTC One M9 Plus uses a MediaTek octa-core 2.2 GHz chipset with 3 GB of RAM, and the LG G4 uses Snapdragon 808 chipset, which is a 64-bit hexa-core chipset and also uses 3 GB of RAM. If you look at each of these phones in absolute terms, they are all very good performance. So when it comes to specifications, none of these phones falls short. They are all well equipped to handle heaviest of tasks with the software optimization and hardware that is provided with these phones. In terms of gaming experience as well, all the phones are well equipped. Talking about the audio quality, the HTC One M9 Plus with the front stereo boom sound speakers are undoubtedly the best among the flagships that we have seen till date. They are the loudest as well as the most crisp speakers on any flagship phone that we have seen till date. If I have to find the next best, I would rate iPhone 6 and Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge at similar level, as they all get bottom firing speakers with good quality. The LG G4 with the rear speakers, which tends to get muffled accidentally sometimes holding the phone, is with least loudness and is least impressive of the lot. Another important feature which some users may consider is expandable memory, and only two of these phones support expandable memory, which is the HTC One M9 Plus and LG G4. All other phones come with fixed internal memory and you cannot expand it. However, there are multiple variants available for iPhone 6 as well as X6 with different internal memories. Talking about the battery capacity, the least capacity is found on iPhone 6 with 1810 mAh, followed by 2550 on the Samsung Galaxy S6, 2600 on the S6 Edge. The HTC One M9 Plus gets 2840 mAh, whereas LG G4 gets the largest battery of 3000 mAh. In terms of real life usage, I found that iPhone 6, HTC One M9 Plus and LG G4 are equally good when it comes to battery life, whereas Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge both are slightly behind in terms of actual day-to-day battery life. Also, two features that we must consider while buying a flagship is the fast charging and inbuilt wireless charging support. The iPhone 6 supports none of these, while the Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge supports both of these features. The HTC One M9 Plus does not support either of these features, whereas LG G4 supports fast charging but it does not support wireless charging natively. You can buy optional back covers which will enable wireless charging on LG G4, however it is not natively supported on the phone. And one more feature that we found on most of these phones is infrared blaster. You can control your home appliances as well as home theater system etc. which run on infrared remote using LG G4, HTC One M9 Plus, Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge. iPhone 6 does not provide you this feature. And talking about some unique features, the Galaxy S6 Edge with dual side edge feature as well as LG G4 with rear buttons are phones which are slightly different from others. The HTC One M9 Plus with dual camera also stands out of the lot. The S6 Edge also gives you some extra edge features when it comes to software level, which we have covered in our separate video, so do check out the other video on our channel. And last but not the least is the pricing. If we consider the international pricing, the S6 Edge is the most expensive of the lot, followed by the iPhone 6, then followed by Galaxy S6, LG G4 and HTC One M9 Plus, which are priced very comparably. So looking at the prices, if I have to pick phones and rate them on their value for money factor, I find Samsung Galaxy S6 to be on top, followed by HTC One M9 Plus, which also follows very closely. After that, LG G4, iPhone 6 and S6 Edge are good value for money if looked at individually. However, if I have to pick one, I would pick Samsung Galaxy S6 because it offers me the best value for money and gives me the best feature combination of all, closely followed by HTC One M9 Plus and LG G4, which are both equally good and are very closely followed by Samsung Galaxy S6 in terms of value for money. If you're a style conscious person, Galaxy S6 Edge will suit you better among all these flagships, and if you're an Apple loyalist and can't do without Apple ecosystem, the iPhone 6 is the obvious choice for you. And this brings us to the end of this comparison video. What do you think about these phones? Do let us know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below. And for more such videos, make sure you hit the red subscribe button. I hope to see you in my next video. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.